Sorry, go ahead. Item number one. Just
We dismiss the appeal.
Much obliged. We'll continue with the single bench.
Yes, yes.
Please, Your Lordship.
Yes, please.
My Lord, I'd like to mention this item for listing and orders column on 11th of September, my Lord.
Which item?
There is an item which I'm praying for listing on 11th of September, my Lord. This was fixed on 17th. It did not come up on that date.
17th
August.
August.
It was fixed. It did not come up. As I'm an outstation council, I pray for a fixed date on that.
was for the other side.
The other side is not there. This is just for listing for orders on 11th of September.
11th September, okay.
I'm okay.
Mr. Lordship.
Yes,
the
please.
president, item number 33.
Item?
33 for hearing.
Yes.
This matter come be listed after 2 weeks.
This is 2017 matter. What is the matter about?
Relating to land ownership.
Land ownership, why should it take so long?
The respondents, they are already in their service.
Yes, but we can't give you 2 weeks' time.
Next week, Lordship.
Item 33, okay. On the prayer of Mr. Yamarwati, the Learned Counsel for the petitioner, listed again on
Which one, 29?
on 29, on 29/9/2023,
29 each.
29/8, sorry. It is made clear that there shall be no further adjournment of the case. Yes,
That's all.
Made this motion.
Yes.
I'd like to mention item number 32 from the hearing list. Should be a bit of this matter may be taken up tomorrow.
what is the matter about?
Worship Chair, the petitioner is claiming for solatium in interest on the amount of compensation. Compensation has already been paid. Land compensation.
Okay, pass over for today.
Please, Your Lordship.
Yes.
My lord, I beg to mention item number 5. My lord, let this matter be passed over for day because I have a motion in the other court, court 2.
Pass over.
Oblige.
May I please, Your Lordship?
Yes.
I beg to mention item 34. Kindly this matter may be listed over 3 weeks.
On the prayer of Mr. So-and-so, learned counsel for the petitioner, listed up to 2 weeks.
Your Lordship, I have similar prayer for item number 39.
Okay. Item 39,
Yes, Your Lordship.
similar prayer. Okay.
Much obliged.
May I please, my lord?
Yes, please.
Lordship, I beg to mention item number 42.
Yes.
Lordship, if this matter can be listed after a week, Your Lordship.
Why?
Lordship, today, some of the matters are already listed in court number 2 for hearing, Your Lordship.
So what? This is also for hearing?
Your Lordship. So if the matters are taken up, Your Lordship, probably. Lordship.
On the prayer of Mr. N. Angami, the learned senior government advocate, listed after a week.
I'm deeply obliged, my lord.
Yes.
May I please, Your Lordship?
Yes.
Your Lordship, I would like to mention item number 41.
Okay. Yes.
Your Lordship, here, the leading counsel is indisposed. Let the matter be listed after 2 weeks.
Who is the leading counsel?
Likasi Sundar.
MS Censor makes a mention on behalf of Mr. Likasi, the learned counsel for the petitioner, and seeks adjournment of the case after 2 weeks on the ground that Mr. Likasi, learned counsel, is indisposed. Prayer is allowed, listed after 2 weeks.
Much obliged.
May I please, Your Lordship?
Yes.
Lordship, I beg to mention item number 35, 36, and 37. Lordship, this matter is fixed for hearing today. The leading counsel in this case, Dr. Ashok Saraf, is indisposed, and as such, Your Lordship may be allowed to kindly refix the matter on 21st September 2023.
Okay. Yes, Mr. Mohan.
Yes.
Your good name?
KV Nagi, Lordship.
KV Nagi. Mr. KV Nagi, the learned counsel for the petitioner, submits that the leading counsel, Mr. A.K. Sharaf,
Yes, Lordship.
for the petitioner, is indisposed, and therefore seeks adjournment of the case on 21/9/2023. Prayer is allowed, listed accordingly. Okay.
Lordship, interim order in this case may be allowed.
The interim order passed earlier shall continue till the next returnable date.
May I please, Your Lordship? Your Lordship, I beg to mention hearing item number 43. If this matter can come up after 2 weeks.
53. On the prayer of MS Censor, learned counsel for the petitioner, listed up to 2 weeks.
Obliged, my lord. May I please, Your Lordship?
Yes, ma'am.
Your Lordship, I beg to mention item 40. Your Lordship, if the matter be listed after 2 weeks.
On the prayer of MS Censor, learned counsel for the petitioner,
Yes, Your Lordship.
is the case after 2 weeks.
Much obliged.
For motion, item number 1.
We want pencil.
May I please, Your Lordship?
Yes, ma'am.
Your Lordship, by filing the present writ petition, the petitioner is praying for regularization of his service as per the office memorandum dated 1703 of 2015, Your Lordship. May I proceed, Your Lordship?
Yes, please.
The petitioner have submitted a representation dated 08/04/2022.
Where is the representation?
Annexure E, page 24, Your Lordship. May I read, Your Lordship?
Is your next point?
Your Lordship?
Next point?
Your Lordship, this representation dated 08/04/2022, the same was disposed of by this honorable court by order dated 05/08/2022.
Where is that order?
Annexure F, page 25, Your Lordship.
What was the direction?
And the operating part is in page 27. The operating part is in paragraph 2, page 27, Your Lordship. May I read, Your Lordship?
Yes.
Keeping in view the facts and circumstances stated above, the submission of the learned government advocate and the learned counsel for the petitioner. The writ petition is disposed of with a direction to the respondents to consider the representation of the petitioner and dispose the same within a period of 2 months from today in terms of the office memorandum stated above. This very order has been passed in WPC 159 of
That's all right.
2022, Your Lordship.
What was the action of the government on the order?
And Your Lordship, the respondent authorities, having considered the representation of the petitioner and in pursuance of this honorable court order dated 05/08/2022, by letter dated 13/09/2022, informed the petitioner inter alia that his case, along with other 80 similarly situated work charge employees, has been forwarded to the government for regularization. However, till now, the service of the petitioner has not been regularized, Your Lordship. And Your Lordship, 2 months after the disposal of the very first writ petition, that is WPC 159 of 2022, the petitioner was released from service.
He was released from service?
Yes, Your Lordship, on supination with effect from 31/10 of 2022 by order dated 09/11/2022, Annexure H, page 30, Your Lordship. His released order. Annexure H, page 30. May I read, Your Lordship?
Yes.
Government of Nagaland, Office of the Subdivisional Officer, PhD Tuinsang Nagaland, Office Order, in continuation of letter number so-and-so, dated 15/07/2010, in terms of Section 3.1 and Section 3.2 of the Nagaland Retirement from Public Employment Section Amendment Act 2009, which comes into effect from 31/10/2009, in terms of Government of Nagaland, PNR Department, notification number such and such, dated 10th August 2007, Shri and Lijang Singh work chart, Alasi code number DSG 0650, under the establishment of PHED subdivision Tuinsang, is hereby released on retirement with effect from 31/10/2022 on attaining 60 years of age, Your Lordship.
Heard MS. So-and-so. The learned counsel for the petitioner. So, the case of the petitioner in brief is that he was first appointed on work charge basis in a fixed pay of rupees 375 per month under the public held engineer by the order dated 31/7/1992. and subsequently upgraded to W/C, Khala C, and granted the scale of P by the order dated 10/2/2022. And posted in the establishment of the Executive Engineer, PhD, Tuingsang Division, Tuingsang. Stop. It is the case of the petitioner that since he had completed 30 years of service and 30 years of service on 31/7/2022 and was eligible for regularization in terms of the OM dated 17/3/2015 issued by the government. The petitioner submitted the representation dated 8/4/2022 to the Chief Engineer, PhD, Nagaland, Kohima, for regularization of his service. Stop. However, since there was no action on the part of the government, the petitioner filed WPC 159/2022, which was disposed by this court by order dated 5/8/2022, directing the state respondents to consider the representation submitted by the petitioner within a period of 2 months from the date of the order. Stop. Consequent to the order passed by this court, the Chief Engineer, PhD, Sanitation and WSSO, Nagaland, Kohima, issued the letter dated 13/9/2022 informing the petitioner that the case of the petitioner, along with other 80 similarly situated work charge employees, has been forwarded to the government for absorption and regularization of service. But stopped by the said letter, the petitioner was intimated that he is in the 14th batch and his name is reflected in serial number 2 under Tuingsang Division. However, despite the letter dated 13/9/2022, the service of the petitioner was not regularized and the petitioner retired from service. Retired from service with effect from 31/10/2022. So by filing this petition, the petitioner is seeking for a direction to the state respondents to regularize his service in terms of the letter dated 13/9/2022 issued by the Chief Engineer, PhD, Sanitation and WSSO. Which was issued in compliance to the order dated 5/8/2022 passed by this court in WPC 159/2022. Stop. Issue notice to the respondents, returnable within 4 weeks. Since the state respondents is represented by MS Livika, the learned government advocate, no formal notice need be issued. Stop. The learned counsel for the petitioner shall however serve requisite copies of the writ petition to the learned state counsel within
3 days, Your Lordship.
within 3 days from today, listed after 4 weeks.
Much pleasure, Your Lordship.
For motion, item number 2.
May I plead, Your Lordship?
Tell me your case in a gist. I still haven't got your case.
Okay, Your Honor, actually, the matter pertains to selection of village development board members with regard to Sikhel. Only Sikhel village, with regard to Sikhel village under Wakhi district.
Sikh Hill village.
Yes.
Which village?
Actually, the whole village is Sanis village. This particular Sikhel comes under Sanis village. So it's a part of, just like a colony. So with this regard here, particularly with Sikhel village, 2 seats are reserved for village development board members. Actually, in whole Sanis village, there are total 9 seats or posts for BDP members in whole Sanis village. But here my case is particularly pertaining to Sikhel only, where 2 seats are reserved. And after selecting of all these 9 members, from among 9 members, 1 member will be selected as BDP secretary. So that is the gist in short, Your Lordship. So here, Your Lordship, what happens after the expiration of the terms of...
What are you aggrieved by?
I'm aggrieved by that the regulation before when the government notified for re-electing the VDP members, the village Sanis Village Council, they have adopted a resolution on 5th June 2023, and as per the resolution, they adopted the norms, as per the norms,
Okay.
which they will follow.
After that, what happened?
After that, Your Lordship, when this election was conducted on 9 June, none of these regulations were followed.
Where is that meeting minutes of 9 June? Show me.
It is, Your Lordship, page 36, annexure 2, Your Lordship. Page 36. Translated copy is on page 40, Your Lordship. That is the regulation adopted by the Sanis Village Council, and in this meeting, all the DBs and chairmen were also
Yes,
present.
you are aggrieved by the meeting minutes 9/6/2023, by which actually the respondents were selected.
Yes, Your Lordship.
Where is that 9/6/2023 meeting minutes?
No. On 9/6, the election was conducted.
That's why, where is that meeting minutes?
Meeting minutes,
Let's come.
page 40, Your Lordship.
Let us come to your, this prayer. Let us come to your prayer. Let us see. Come to your prayer, page 27.
Yes, Your Lord.
1, directing the impugned election result of the members of VDP Management Committee with regard to Sikhel Sanis Village, Wokha, Nagaland, as well as VDP Secretary of Sanis Village, Wokha, thereof held on 9/6/2023 in pursuance of the order dated so and so passed by the Deputy Commissioner. Okay. Then come to again 2, direction as to why the impugned election result of the members of the VDP Management Committee with regard to CKL Sanis Village, Wokha, Nagaland, as well as VDP Secretary of Sanis Village, Wokha, Nagaland, thereof held on 9/6/20. So where is this meeting minus 9/6/2023?
No, Your Lordship, that is the result of the impugned election. We are challenging.
What is that result?
Your Lordship, that result, that is not with us, but because of, since the election was conducted on 9/6 only. So after election.
There must be a resolution, there must be a meeting minus because you are aggrieved by 9/6/2023 resolution.
No, Your Lordship, I'm aggrieved by the result of the 9/6/2023. Of the result, not regulation, Your Lordship. So here after, when this.
So what is that 9/6/2023 result? Okay, let us go by your submission.
Yes,
Where is that 9/6/2023 result?
Your Lordship, that is.
Show me.
Selection. Page 58. Your Lordship, page 58, type copy is on page 59. So this is the outcome of the debt impugned selection which was held on 9/6/2023. Here, Lordship, I'm saying what.
Where is the meeting minutes? 9/6/2023.
No, actually on that day, election was conducted, Your Lordship.
That is why, where is the result of the election conducted by the village? Where is that result? Because this is only this order which is at page 59 is only the consequential order passed by the Deputy Commissioner Okha.
Yes, Your Lordship.
But you are mainly aggrieved by the selection 9/6/2023. Where is that?
As well as, Your Lordship, when that election was conducted, if
9/6/2023, where is that? Because you are in your petition, you are saying that actually the respondents were selected by the resolution 9/6/2023 and you are aggrieved by that resolution.
Lordship, in my prayer, I said impugned selection, Your Lordship.
That's why, where is that impugned selection 9/6/2023?
So, Your Lordship, when after that impugned selection, when these members were not being elected, then how state authority will pass this order, Your Lordship?
That is why I am saying you are one of the nominees, correct?
Yes.
You have submitted your nomination
Yes, Lordship.
for being appointed as one of the VDP members.
Yes, Lordship.
But you were not selected by the 9/6/2023 meeting, correct?
Yes.
And the private respondents were appointed.
Yes, Lordship.
Where is that 9/6/2023 resolution? That is,
The meeting was actually conducted on 5th of June.
5th of June is the resolution of the village.
Village Council.
Yes, and that is not your
As
case.
per that resolution, Lordship, the selection or election.
You are saying that the 9/6/2023 meeting was not held according to the minutes which was decided on 5/6/2023. That is your case, simple as that. So I'm asking you, where is your resolution 9/6/2023? I want that.
On that day, Your Lordship, not regulation, actually that impugned selection was conducted on that day, 9/6/2023.
There must be some documents selecting. You say that the private respondents were selected by 9/6/2023 meeting. Okay, let us go by your word. 9/6/2023, the private respondents were selected.
No, Your Lordship. On 9.
Then why are you impugning 9/6/2023?
No, I'm saying that impugned selection. I'm saying that impugned selection, though I don't have on that day when these members were being selected. But later on, we came to know since after that, when that election was conducted, we filed many complaints as well as applications before the concerned
See,
authority.
Learned Council, this court is asking you Where is that meeting minutes 9/6/2023 by which the private respondents were selected? You are aggrieved by that. That is why in your prayer I have taken you to your prayer.
Yes, Your Lordship. So if on the basis of the election which was conducted on 9/6, then how this?
That is why I'm saying, where is that 9/6 election?
Your Lordship, as per the norm, they won't pass any regulation. Simply they will send the approval letter to the concerned authority.
Where is that approval letter?
We try to sort it, but we could not get it, Your Lordship.
You actually get that because that is your case. Where are you imposing that? How can you file your case?
Then, Your Lordship, if these members were not been elected, then how this deputy commissioner will pass this order? Definitely, village council must have sent that list to the concerned authority. Otherwise, without sending that approval list, how DC will pass this approval order? We tried to sort, Your Lordship, but we could not get that approval list from the village council. Definitely, Your Lordship, the village council must have sent the approval list of these members to the concerned authority. Then, after getting that letter, only concerned authority has issued this order, Your Lordship.
What is to be impugned in your petition?
Your Lordship, as I said, Your Lordship was also seeking that where is that result of 9/6/2023? Since normally after the conduction of the election, village council they don't pass any regulation. Simply they will write the names of the elected members and they will send to the government for approval.
Where is that? I am asking, where is that?
We try to sort, Your Lordship, that approval letter which Chinese Village Council has sent to the government, but we could not get it. But definitely, when we got this letter, this order, then only we came to know that though previously we have filed many complaints and applications praying to the concerned authority for reconducting of the
Okay. On the basis of this, I will decide. Where is your application to the village council seeking for the minutes of 9/6/2023?
not village council, Your Lordship, to the concerned authority, DC and ADC, Your Lordship. In my
Mr. So-and-so, have you understood your case?
yes, Your Lordship.
You are actually aggrieved by 9/6/2023. You say that you are not in a position to obtain that minutes. I am saying, where is the letter which you have written to the village council
Actually,
seeking for a copy of that
Your
resolution?
Lordship, as I said, after the conduction of the election, there is no such norm that village council will pass or adopt any.
Why not? Why not?
Only I am aggrieved the way.
You prepare your case and come.
Your Lordship.
Listed after a week. You prepare your case and come. Listed after a week. Okay.
For motion, item number 3.
Obliged, Lordship.
Yes.
May I please, Lordship?
Yes.
The petitioners, in response to the advertisement for undergoing basic training of Home Guard volunteers, they were selected, they have undergone the training, and then completion certificate was issued. But till now, they have not been appointed, my lord. They have submitted a resignation for appointment, but that has not been considered, my lord, till date. My lord, I'll take you to the annexures, my lord.
Heard, Mr. So-and-so. Learned counsel for the petitioner. The case of the petitioner in brief is that by the advertisement dated nil, August 2017, the applications were invited from interested male and female candidates to undergo Home Guards basic training. Stop. In response to the advertisement, the petitioners have applied. And has undergone the basic training and were selected. Stop. That even after the completion of the training, since no appointment order was issued, appointing the petitioner the petitioner submitted representation for appointment and posting. Stop. However, the same was not considered till date. However, the same has not been considered till date. Stop. The petitioner has filed RTI application, and through which it is learned that as many as 168 Home Guard volunteers has been appointed between the year 2016 and 2022, and out of which some of the appointees are the trainees who had undergone training along with the petitioner. Being aggrieved by the discriminatory and arbitrary action of the respondents, the petitioner is before this court. Issue notice to the respondents, returnable within 4 weeks. Mr. Moenchin appears for the state respondents, and therefore no formal notice need be issued. The learned counsel for the petitioner shall, however, serve requisite copies of the writ petition to the learned state counsel within
2 days now.
within a period of 2 days from today, listed after 4 weeks. Okay.
For motion, item number 4.
Same.
Same.
Same order. Okay.
For admission, item number 6.
Yes, Mr. Likam.
Yes, please, Lord. My lord, let this matter be taken up after exhausting the listed item of part 1.
Why?
If my friend is,
What is the matter about?
my lord, this is with regard to allotment of retail outlet dealership of IOC money, Indian Oil Corporation.
Ah,
Dear petitioner, he submitted his application.
this is coming up for admission.
My lord,
Well, listed for hearing in the usual course.
my lord.
Parties are present, listed for hearing in the usual course. Okay.
Can I pray for a fixed date?
Yes, what is your date?
Convenience on 11th
Okay, listed on 11,
September.
2023. Okay.
I'm obliged.
For admission, item number 7.
May I please, Your Lordship.
Yes.
Your Lordship, I beg to mention, I'm mentioning on behalf of the counsel for the petitioner. We are yet to file affidavit in reply, Your Lordship. 2 weeks time may be given.
On the prayer of MS Senso, learned counsel for the petitioner, 2 weeks' time is granted to file affidavit in reply. Okay.
Much obliged.
For admission, item number 8.
May I please, Your Lordship.
Yes.
Lordship, kindly grant me 3 more weeks to file reply to the affidavit filed by the state respondent, Lordship.
MS Senso, the learned counsel for the petitioner is allowed 3 weeks' time to file affidavit in reply to the affidavit in opposition filed by the state.
Much
Listed
obliged.
after 3 weeks.
Your Lordship, apologies. There is an interim in item 7, Your Lordship.
Item 7. The interim order passed earlier shall continue till the next returnable date.
For admission, item number 9.
May I please, Your Lordship? Lordship, I may be given 3 weeks' time to file my affidavit in reply.
MS Senso, learned counsel for the petitioner, 6 for 3 weeks' time to file affidavit in reply to the affidavit in opposition filed by the state respondents. Prayer is allowed, listed accordingly.
Interim may be continued, Lordship.
The interim order passed earlier shall continue till the next returnable date. Okay.
Much obliged.
For admission, item number 10.
This matter will be listed after 2 weeks, Your Lordship.
What is the matter about?
This is regarding the collection of tax, Your Lordship.
Collection of tax?
Tax by the village council. And most probably, Your Lordship, I need some instruction because most probably this may be infractious also.
On the prayer of Mr. Gauhati, the learned counsel for the petitioner, listed after 2 weeks.
Item number 11.
Now, Lordship,
Yes.
Lordship, I would like to seek 3 weeks of time since I have counter file have been done, but since my learned counsel, she is on leave.
You are appealing for?
Respondent. State.
Your Lordship, here pleadings have been committed, Your Lordship.
It is submitted by the learned counsel for the parties. The pleadings are completed, and therefore the matter can be listed for hearing. Listed for hearing in the usual course.
Much.
Item number 12.
Have you filed your affidavit, Ms. Mary?
The present case is clearly covered by the division bench order, Your Lordship, in read active 27K of 2022. So the present repetition, in view of that order, Your Lordship, it becomes.
No, you filed your affidavit.
Your Lordship, affidavit may not be required, Your Lordship, here.
Why not?
It's clearly covered, Your Lordship.
It's clearly covered. Let us see the order dated 22. All along, you have been seeking for time to file your affidavit. The government, I mean.
I'm sorry, Lordship, I don't have that order 22 with me, Your Lordship.
Fourteen 12/2022.
Lordship.
MSS Mary Learned Government Advocate shall produce the seniority list of work charge mason in Public Works Department prior to the date of the petitioner's late husband. This is order dated 14/12/2022, passed by His Lordship Justice Ellis Jimmy.
Lordship, if that's the case, Your Lordship, may kindly grant me some time, Your Lordship.
In that case, we will record that it will not be necessary for the government to file affidavit in opposition. MS,
3
Mary,
weeks time, Your Lordship.
you will not file. We are recording that it is not necessary.
We will comply to the court's order, Your Lordship, the earlier court's order. I was on leave, Your Lordship, so I'm under the impression that that has already been complied, Your Lordship.
MS, Mary, the learned senior government advocate. Shall comply with the order dated 14/12/2022, passed by this court in the form of an affidavit, listed after 3 weeks.
Obliged, Your Lordship.
For admission, item number 13.
That is the Lordship.
Yes.
Lordship, on the last occasion, by order dated 24/7/2023, Lordship, this honorable court is gracious enough to grant 3 weeks time to file affidavit, Lordship. However, till such time, Lordship, I have not received any instruction from the respondent, Lordship. Lordship, I have sent a reminder to the respondent also, Lordship. So, Lordship, if Lordship may be gracious enough to run another last chance, Lordship. By letter dated 28 July 23, Lordship, I have sent a reminder to the respondent, Lordship. Respondent 1, 2, and 3, Lordship.
By the order dated 24/7/2023. It was made clear that if no affidavit is filed on the next date, necessary orders shall be passed by this court. Today, when the matter is listed, Mr. Rij Momi, the learned government advocate, submits that despite the letter dated
28 July 2023.
28/7/2023, written to the department. What was the letter?
Shall I?
What was the last line? Yes, despite the letter dated 28/7/2023, written to the department for furnishing necessary instructions, no action has been taken by the department on the letter dated 28/7/2023. The learned government advocate accordingly seeks for 2 weeks' time. Stop. Prayer is allowed on the condition that if no affidavit is filed on behalf of the state respondents, the case shall proceed on the basis of the averments made by the petitioner in the writ petition, listed after 2 weeks. A copy of this order may be furnished to Mr. Rij Momi, the learned government advocate.
For admission, item number 14.
May I please, Your Lordship?
Yes.
Your Lordship, I'm appearing on behalf of my senior, Tampo Pongyener, counsel for the petitioner. Your Lordship may kindly grant us 3 weeks' time to file our reply to the affidavit filed by the state respondent.
The learned counsel for the petitioner seeks for 3 weeks' time to file affidavit in reply to the affidavit in opposition filed by the state respondents. Prayer is allowed, listed after 3 weeks.
Much obliged, Your Lordship.
For admission, item number 15.
May it please your lordship. Lordship, on behalf of and under me, your lordship, may I pray this matter be listed after 3 weeks. I'm informed that he's yet to receive instruction, your lordship.
The learned government advocate seeks for 3 weeks' time to file affidavit in opposition on behalf of the state respondents. Prayer is allowed, listed after 3 weeks.
For admission, item number 16.
Lordship, similar prayer for item number
My lord, I
16.
have an objection here.
Yes, what is your objection?
Enough time has been sought, my lord. It's already been 10 months now. I have filed this writ petition on.
What is your case?
In this case, your lordship, the only particular dispute is, your lordship, pertains to retrospective regularization of the service, your lordship.
Retrospective.
Yes, your lordship, and it is already covered by Uma Devi's case, my lord.
You have served for more than 10 years?
My lord?
You have served for more than 10 years?
Yes, I have already retired from service, my
In
lord.
a
and I
regular
have been
post?
Appointed on sanctioned post, my lord.
You have been appointed on a
Yes, my
sanctioned
lord.
post.
Yes, your lordship.
And your case is covered by that scheme.
Yes, my lord. Uma Devi's case is fully covered, my lord.
What does Uma Devi say?
Uma Devi says that those employees who have been, who are irregular appointees, your lordship, they will be regularized, my lord.
You were
As per
appointed in
section
what?
post.
In what capacity?
My
You
lord.
were appointed as a work charge? You
Yes,
were
your
appointed as a
lordship.
work charge?
Yes. Initially appointed as peon, my lord.
No, you were
Yes.
appointed as a work charge
Work charge, my lord.
and you retired as a work charge.
Yes, my lord.
Is work charge an irregular appointment? No.
Yes.
Yes. On the prayer of the learned government advocate, listed after 3 weeks. Okay.
I pledge, my lord.
For admission, item number 17.
Lordship, on behalf of and under me, your lordship, 3 weeks' time may be granted, your lordship.
On behalf of the learned government advocate, seeks for 3 weeks' time to file affidavit in opposition. Prayer is allowed, listed accordingly. Okay.
For admission, item number 18.
Yes.
Lordship, I'm representing the state respondents here. Lordship, I pray that 3 weeks' time will be given again to me to file state comment. This matter relates to regularization, Your Lordship.
Mr. Moimchan, the learned senior government advocate, is granted 3 weeks' time to file affidavit in opposition on behalf of the state, listed up to 3 weeks.
For admission, item number 19.
Lordship, I'm representing the state respondents here. This matter relates to grant of scale-up pay.
Relates to
Scale-up pay.
scale of pay.
So I pray that the 3 weeks' time will be granted to me to obtain instruction in file state comment.
Mr. Ncham,
Lordship.
you are there. Okay.
As far as my mind is concerned, unless the committee is sincere,
Yes, if the state is appointing, pay them. You are using their service as regular employees and you are not paying them what is paid to regular employees. It's discrimination. Pay them.
Some cases are pending before the apex court regarding this. Lordship, I have to find out.
Have you filed your affidavit?
No, Lordship, no. I'll file that, Your Lordship.
Mr. Moimchan, the learned senior government advocate, 6 for 3 weeks' time to file affidavit in opposition. Prayer is allowed, listed after 3 weeks.
Lordship, my name is reflected first.
Mr. N. Muzui. N. Muzui's name shall be reflected as the learned counsel for the
Respondent number 8.
respondent number 8 in the daily cause list.
Lordship. Obliged.
Item number 20. Wait, Mr.
Yes,
My
Mr.
lord, I will be allowed 2 weeks' time to file my reply affidavit against the affidavit of the state respondent. Respondent one.
Mr. N. K. Luikam, the learned counsel for the petitioner is granted 2 weeks' time to file affidavit in reply to the affidavit in opposition filed by the state respondents. Yes, listed accordingly.
Obliged.
For admission, item number 21.
Mr. Lordship.
Yes.
Lordship, this is a case where the Honorable Court has used summary to condemn against the respondent for non-compliance of the interim order. This is transfer case, Lordship. Lordship, my humble readers, Lordship, I have some personal difficulties today. Therefore, Lordship, let me be listed after 3 weeks for hearing, Lordship.
Okay. Mr. N. Wati Jamia. Oh, Mr. Wati Jamia, sorry. The learned counsel for the petitioner submits that he has some personal difficulties today and therefore seeks adjournment of the case after 3 weeks. Prayer is allowed, listed after 3 weeks.
Lordship, pleadings are completed, so the matter will be listed for hearing.
It is submitted that pleadings are completed and therefore the matter can be taken up for hearing. Listed for hearing on the next date fixed. Okay.
Obliged.
For admission, item number 22.
Yes, ma'am.
Lordship, on behalf of K. Angami, kindly grant 3 weeks' time to file affidavit, Your Lordship.
The learned government advocate 6 for 3 weeks' time to file affidavit in opposition. Prayer is allowed, listed accordingly.
Lordship, there's an interim here.
The interim order passed earlier shall continue till the next returnable date.
For admission, item number 23.
Well, Lordship,
Yes.
I'm appearing on behalf of the state respondent. I need some more time to file a affidavit in opposition.
Okay.
So I'm requiring 2 weeks' time.
Who is for the petitioner, but? Who is for the petitioner? Mr. Solo, you are appearing for?
Respondent number 2, Your Lordship, and next ITC. Lordship, we have filed our affidavit, Your Lordship.
You file your affidavit. Mr. M. Mero. M. Mero. On 25/7/2023, there was a vehement objection for adjournment. Today he is absent. None appears for the petitioner. Mr. Im Song, the learned additional advocate general, is granted 4 weeks' time to file affidavit in opposition on behalf of the state respondents, listed accordingly.
For admission, item number 24.
Your Lordship, state is yet to file affidavit, so kindly grant me 3 weeks' time to file my affidavit.
Learned government advocate seeks for 3 weeks' time to file affidavit in opposition. Prayer is allowed, listed after 3 weeks.
For admission, item number 25.
The state respondent is yet to file the counter affidavit.
Let them submit why you are submitting for the state.
Yes, I'm making a prayer on behalf of Bishop Additional AG, Your Lordship. Kindly grant 3 weeks' time.
This Lotha Baptist Church case, this was disposed, no?
Your Lordship, the earlier petition was disposed of by this group by quashing the order passed by the Registrar of Society and directed the state respondent to take a decision on the action of the Lotha. In compliance to this Honorable Court, they have declared the memorandum issued by the Lotha as null and void, as infractious.
Why the church is becoming so litigious?
And again, they have again issued a subsequent order. By the subsequent order, they have directed the Registrar of Society to examine the matter afresh, which has been already quashed by this Honorable Court, since this court has not given any liberty. And at the same time, they have directed the petitioner to vacate the mission center, and that has to be sealed by the district administration.
Who has directed?
No, Home Commissioner. So we are challenging that order, the subsequent order.
Okay.
Worship, there's a interim order passed by this Honorable Court on 4/5/2023. That may be allowed to continue.
4/5/2023. The learned government advocate seeks for 3 weeks' time to file affidavit in opposition. Prayer is allowed. The interim order passed earlier shall continue till the next returnable date. Okay.
Much obliged.
For admission, item number 26.
Yes,
Please, Your
who is
Lordship.
to submit?
Yes, Lordship, for respondent number 4. I may be given 3 weeks to file my affidavit in opposition.
Yes, and Ms. Levy?
3 weeks, Your Lordship.
Yes, then why are you pointing at her? You could have made the first attempt. Yes, and you, ma'am? And you are appearing for respondent number?
4.
4. Okay. MS Levika, the learned government advocate, and MS so-and-so, the learned counsel for the respondent number 4, 6 for 3 weeks' time to file their respective affidavit in opposition. Prayer is allowed, listed after 3 weeks.
Obliged. For admission, item number 37.
Your Lordship, kindly grant me 3 weeks' time to file my affidavit.
MS AIME,
Your Lordship, here the petitioner is praying for direction to respondents to for regularization of the petitioner service. Your Lordship, here for work chart regularization. Your Lordship, the petitioner has been serving for more than 34 years, and since the petitioner is on the verge of retirement, Your Lordship, I humbly pray that this writ petition may be disposed of, Your Lordship.
is he in a scale of pay?
No, Your Lordship. Yes, Your Lordship. I'm
He is
sorry.
in a scale of,
Yes, Your Lordship.
when is he retiring?
Your Lordship, he will retire on 24/7/2023. 24. He will retire on
27 for
24/7.
24/7, 24.
2024. Yes, Your Lordship.
Yes, MS AIME,
Yes, Your Lordship, I still have not received any parawise comments, Your Lordship.
kindly file your affidavit first,
Yes, Your Lordship.
or else a person is on the verge of retirement, so this court may be compelled to take up, dispose the case without the affidavit of the government.
Yes, Your Lordship.
Okay. MS AIME, the learned government advocate, 6 for 3 weeks' time to file affidavit in opposition. Prayer is allowed. Stop. It is made clear that no further adjournment shall be given to the state for filing the affidavit, considering the fact that the petitioner is on the verge of retirement. Listed up to 3 weeks.
Item number 3.
Lordship, on behalf of Livika, kindly grant 3 weeks time to file affidavit.
Okay. The learned government advocate seeks for 3 weeks' time to file affidavit in opposition. Prayer is allowed, listed after 3 weeks.
Obliged.
Item number 29.
Your Lordship, on behalf of Vijimam, Your Lordship. 3 weeks will be granted. He is yet to receive instruction.
Yes. Anything?
I don't have any objection.
Yes. On the prayer of the learned government advocate, 3 weeks' time is granted to file affidavit in opposition. Okay.
For orders, item number 30.
May I please, Your Lordship?
Yes.
Your Lordship, here service report is still awaited for response number 3, Your Lordship. Response number 3, Your Lordship. Private response, Your Lordship. Lordship, if I may be allowed to take steps through Dusty, Your Lordship.
Okay. The learned, Mr. M. Solo, the learned counsel for the petitioner, is allowed to take steps for service of notice upon the respondent number
3, Your Lordship. Private
3
response.
by Dusty process. Within a period of?
2 weeks, Your Lordship.
Within a period of 2 weeks, and file affidavit to that effect.
Much.
Listed after 3 weeks.
For orders, item number 1.
Yes, what is this?
May I please, Lordship? Lordship, I'm here for this IA for asking for the interim, Lordship.
Are you challenging advertisement?
No, Lordship. I'm challenging this immune administrative approval as well as the immune appointment order, Lordship.
Then you have copy paste. See your prayer in the interim to suspend the impugn advertisement number so and so.
Correct.
You have copy pasted.
Lordship, I have applied for amendment of the petition, and then the amendment petition.
That is why you are challenging the advertisement. Where is the advertisement, impugn
No,
advertisement?
Lordship, I'm not challenging the.
See your page 13. See your page 13, interim.
Lordship, I beg an apology that at present number, it should not be there, dear, but.
It should not be there, but it is there, so again you will have to.
Lordship, this is the 5th time, and Lordship, my humble breath, I have.
No.
This is extra inclusion, Lordship. The next is administrative approval. Only they do what I have, this was prescribed by my junior, Lordship. So.
See, you are actually like doing everything haphazardly.
Lordship.
This administrative approval, the interim has been considered. It is stated that it will be subject to the outcome of the writ petition.
Lordship, I agree with that, Lordship. Now, after that, they have came on the second, next day,
Yes.
made the appointment order. So I'm aggrieved because, Lordship, this appointment and then administrative approval was clearly in violation of the office memorandum. And then the petitioner has also applied for the post.
Mr. Timjan, where is your order? Where is your prayer, interim prayer for staying of the appointment order? Where is your interim prayer?
Lordship, that is why I have applied IA, Lordship. I have applied this, I have filed IA 85 for 23, Lordship, in a separate IA, Lordship. And then because of that, all those things, I have prayed for amendment of the petition. The amendment petition was allowed. And then accordingly, again, I have applied for the IA, Lordship.
When you have been allowed for amendment, I think you should have been more careful.
Lordship, this is the 5th round I'm filing this petition. So
it is your fault.
So my
5th round means it is your fault. You are very casual.
Lordship, my humble prayer is that since amendment has been allowed, I'll rectify, Lordship. But in the meantime, Lordship, let my IA be heard, Lordship.
Yes, Mr. Nangami, any objection? Will you be filing objection?
Lordship, as far as the interim prayer is concerned, Your Lordship, I have objection for the fact that, Your Lordship, the interim prayer was heard in the.
No, the another interim prayer against the appointment order.
Lordship, because there was no bar during in the writ petition when the petitioner moved, the Lordship, and it is categorically make it very clear that if the appointment.
Initially, the petition was filed.
Yes.
Impugning the administrative approval.
Lordship.
Thereafter, the recast petition was filed.
Lordship.
Again, impugning the appointment order. And along with the recast petition, the petitioner has filed this IA.
Lordship.
For staying the appointment, for
Yes.
staying the impugned appointment order. So whether you have any objection to, whether you will be filing any objection?
Lordship, I leave that part to my Lord, Your Lordship. However, since the private respondent is involved, and probably the private respondent must have been already joined the service, Your Lordship.
Okay.
Yes. So, Your Lordship, please.
Yes. Yeah, I think we have to do justice. I think there is one private respondent.
Yes.
Lordship.
So I think you will have to serve, and actually the appointment of the respondent number 5 is under challenge.
Yes. Yes.
So I think she has to have notice.
Lordship,
No.
petition, I have already taken steps. And then.
No, when there is no order from this court.
Yes, Your Lordship.
When there is no order from this court, how can you take steps? Mr. S. Tamjan, the learned counsel for the applicant. by filing the IA, the petitioner is seeking for interim stay of the impugn administrative approval dated 17/7/2023 and the impugn appointment order dated 19/7/2023, appointing the respondent number 5. Appointing the respondent number 5, correct?
Yes, my lord.
Appointing the respondent number 5 to the post of multitasking staff under the establishment of VFATI Medzapema, Nagaland. Since Mr. N. Angami, the learned senior government advocate, represents the state, no formal notice need be issued to the state respondents. The learned counsel for the applicant shall, however, take steps for service of notice upon the respondent number 5 by registered post with AD within a period of
1 week, Lordship.
within a period of 7 days from today. Please, the case
Lordship,
after 3 weeks.
my last humble submission, let the interim be heard on the, considered on the returnable date, Lordship.
No, you first take steps.
Lordship.
You first take steps, then I definitely will hear you.
Lordship.
We'll hear you, but you first take steps. Because without taking steps, we cannot fix a date for hearing. First take steps for serving the notice.
Lordship.
If the respondent number 5 does not appear, it is to your advantage.
Lordship.
Okay?
Deeply obliged.
Yes.
Hearing. लम्बा जवाब हो जाता मिका क्यों दी हेयरिंग का लम्बा जवाब आ रहा
Short break.
I don't know what hearing. WPC 165 hearing.
छुट्टी मला हो
For hearing, I do not
May I please, Your Lordship?
Yes.
Lordship, the petitioner here is seeking a grateful appointment for on the basis of land ownership, Lordship. Lordship, may I-
Well, what is your case? You are a land owner?
Yes, Lordship.
You are a land owner?
Yes, Lordship. Lordship, the agreement is at page 14, annexure A, Lordship.
Page
Page 14, annexure A.
fourteen.
Lordship, the agreement was made between the petitioner's father-in-law and the government lordship, the state government lordship. There is no issue with related to the land lordship. However, now the government, after utilizing the land for more than 12 years lordship, they are getting the notification, 2005 notification and also the 2018 notification lordship. So
why don't you accept compensation?
no, Lordship.
Why?
Lordship.
Why no?
Petitioner.
When the government is willing to pay you compensation?
The agreement was made on the basis of the post, Lordship, for giving the post only. That is why the petitioner they get the land. Otherwise, Lordship, they are
Say,
not,
but if we say,
Lordship.
There is a 2005 notification issued by the government.
Lordship.
Your agreement was made in the year 2011.
Lordship.
This court can conveniently say that your 2011 agreement is in violation of the 2005 notification.
Lordship, this is not the fault of the petitioner, Lordship. In fact,
Not the fault of the
Lordship.
petitioner. But it doesn't, the government is not just kicking you out or actually like putting you out of the land. The government says that they want to compensate as per the 2005 notification, am I right?
Yes, Lordship.
So you accept the notification.
Lordship, the petitioner, if in case, Lordship, in fact, the agreement, if it can be honored, Lordship, that was based solely on the appointment, Lordship. And in fact, Lordship, the government, they were aware about the notifications, Lordship. So it is the government, Lordship.
No, ATC is not the government.
Lordship, he is also a representative, Lordship.
Representing the government, but the government seats here in the secretariat.
Lordship, in fact, Lordship, even now they are utilizing the land, Lordship.
Yes, they are utilizing and they want to pay you compensation. Accept it.
They cannot appropriate and reappropriate at the same time, Lordship.
The agreement is not signed by the government.
Lordship, it is their representative, and in fact, even now they are utilizing the house, so they can't say that it is not the government, Lordship. Lordship, the petitioners, they have waited for so long, Lordship.
Ms. Ayami,
Yes, Your Lordship.
what is so difficult for the government to honor this agreement?
Your Lordship, there is already a notification which clearly states that in case any department has entered into an agreement before 2005, then such agreement will be considered null and void. And here the Commissioner's Office has also directed the DC to compensate for the land, Your Lordship. So it's under process. But the petitioners are reluctant to accept the compensation.
When did you donate the land?
2011, Lordship.
2011. Let us see the government's affidavit. Let us see what it says. Yes,
Your Lordship,
Ms. Ayami, what have you stated in your affidavit?
the relevant portion is in paragraph 5(6). Paragraph 5, if I may be allowed to.
Yes, please.
It is not denied that an agreement dated 1/3/2011 was executed between the landowner and the ATC CEO John Kifire. However, the standing notification dated 5/3/2018 in clause 1A clearly states that no land shall be acquired free of cost, and all land shall be acquired on payment of full compensation as determined by law. nor further conditions for employment in service or contractual role shall be entertained. Therefore, in case any department has entered into any agreement with the landowners in deviation of the laid down policies on or after 2005, such agreement shall be treated as null and void. And Your Lordship, paragraph 6, the Commissioner's Office by its letter dated 14/2/2020 has directed the Deputy Commissioner to initiate the process for acquisition compensation of the aforesaid land to the petitioner, Your Lordship. And paragraph 7 says that the Commissioner's Office has directed the Deputy Commissioner to cancel the lease agreement made on 1/3/2011 and to initiate for land compensation.
This is 1/3/2011.
Yes, Your Lordship. The agreement was 1/3/2011.
So whether actually the 1/3/2011 has been cancelled?
No, Lordship.
Maybe, madam, this court may not agree with you.
Lordship, it's my humble submission, Lordship, if this agreement can be honored, Lordship. They have waited for so long, Lordship.
This agreement is in violation of the notification issued by the government.
Lordship, if they rely on this notification, the petitioner, they have no option but to take back the land, Lordship.
You
They
cannot
are
take
willing-
back the land.
Yes, Lordship, they are willing to take.
You cannot take back the land when actually the land has been utilized for public interest. You cannot take back.
Lordship,
You will have to face the law if you want to take it back forcibly.
oh, Lordship.
Huh? There is the recourse available.
Lordship, they waited for 3.5 years, Lordship. And now only they are begging on these notifications, Lordship, after more than 10 years, Lordship.
But when the agreement is against the notification, what can this court do? Your agreement is in violation of the agreement 2005. And the 2005 notification has also been reproduced in 2018 notification.
Lordship, in fact, if we see the 2018 notification, Lordship, they, we have also annexed in our petition, Lordship, at page 35 as annexure S, Lordship. If we see the point 3, Lordship, here, may I read, Lordship?
Yes.
In other cases prior to 2607/2005 and subsequent to setting up of the administrative and block headquarters on freely donated land where a specific written agreement exists provided for employment to the landowner, the claim of landowner for employment should be settled in terms of such agreement, Lordship. So in fact, if we see the subsequent to setting up of the
That is
administration,
2018.3C.
yes, 3A, Lordship.
Let us see that.
Page 35, annexure S, Lordship.
Page 35.
Lordship.
Where is that? In case, where are you reading?
Point number 3.A.
3A.
Lordship.
In other cases, prior to.
Lordship.
Prior to.
Yes,
read
Lordship.
that word, prior to. 26/7/2005.
Yes,
It
Lordship.
talks about any agreement before 26/5/2005.
Lordship, and if you may read continuously, Lordship, and there is and Lordship subsequent to setting up of the administrative blocks, Lordship. So, Lordship, the land was donated before.
On freely donated land. Yours is not freely donated. Yours is not freely donated.
No compensation was made.
No. Yours, actually, your agreement itself shows that it is not free. You have actually given the land in exchange for appointment. So how can you say it's a, no, this is not a
Lordship, where a specific agreement, written agreement exists providing for employment, Lordship.
That is why you don't just pick out 1-2 words and read. Just read the whole para. In other cases prior to 26/7/2005 and subsequent to setting up of administrative and block headquarters on freely donated land where a specific written agreement, on freely donated land where there is a specific written agreement. Yours is not a freely donated. No. So on this count also, your case falls. Yes, what more submission?
Lordship, my humble submission is that if this agreement can be honored, Lordship, because the state government, they were aware about this notification, however, Lordship, after utilizing so many years Lordship, now they are denying the right of the petitioner, Lordship. So,
You seek compensation for the land utilized as well as for the land. What stops you? What stops you? And if you are actually insisting on appointment, that is also against Article 14 and 16. So if the state is willing to give you compensation, I think you should accept, provided of course it is adequate. You can always negotiate with the state government.
Lordship.
You can always tell the state government, look here, you have utilized my land for the last 11, 12 years. You have to pay me compensation for that over and on top of the cost of the land.
Lordship,
What is stopping you?
They don't want monetary compensation, Lordship.
No. They're so rich.
No, Lordship. Basing on the agreement, Lordship, they have donated.
No, when this court is actually of the view that actually the agreement violates the notification, and this court is of the view that the agreement cannot be enforced against the government, since it is executed by an officer of the district, not the government.
It is the government, Lordship.
It is not the government, there are so many ruling citations.
They are still utilizing the land, Lordship.
You see, as per the rules of executive business, who is the government? As per the rules of executive business.
But he's a representative, Lordship.
He may be, but actually, I think in the strict sense of term, as per the rules of executive business, he is not the government. You read the rules of executive business.
Lordship, if the government themselves, they are utilizing not only the ADC in fact, Lordship.
No. The government is utilizing, that is not out. An institution of the government is utilizing. But actually, the ADC has entered into an agreement in violation of the notification which was formulated by the government. And the government can conveniently say that this agreement was executed not by the government, because as per the rules of executive business, ADC is not the government. Even for that matter, even DC is not the government. You read the rules for executive business, that will show you who is the government.
Okay, Lordship, I have also a reliance on the principles of appropriate and reappropriate that I have.
See, principles of appropriate and reprobate will apply will not apply when the action is against law. Those are just by the word appropriate and reprobate.
Well, Lordship, they want to cancel the agreement by saying they want to utilize, they are utilizing, and now again.
They want to cancel the agreement by paying you.
No, Lordship.
by paying you.
But the petitioner does not want the money, so that's the thing, Lordship. In fact, the agreement itself has already stated for the employment only, Lordship.
The thing is that actually this court cannot direct the petitioner to be compensated with employment. There such direction cannot be given. So if you don't want employment, if you don't want money, okay, very good, you are very generous. So I think you will have to settle for compensation when the government is willing to pay you.
Allow me to take instruction, further instruction.
Yes, you tell them that the court is not willing to give you employment because it is in violation of the notification. So if you don't want employment, if you want compensation, maybe the government is ready and willing to give you compensation. So you will have to accept that. If you want employment, you tell your client, sorry, that is against the law, the court is not willing.
Lordship.
We'll give you 3 days
Lordship.
to consult with your client.
Lordship.
But on the next date,
Lordship.
you know the mind of the court.
Lordship.
Okay?
Lordship.
So on the next date, it will be disposed on that line. But we are giving you 3 days
Lordship.
just to have a talk with your client. Okay? In the course of hearing, MS so-and-so, learned counsel for the petitioner, submits that he may be allowed a few days' time to seek necessary instructions from his client. Prayer is allowed. Listed on 28/8/2023. In the admission column as item number 1. Okay? So the court is made up its mind to dispose on 28.
Lordship.
You know the mind of the court,
Lordship.
but we are giving you that opportunity. Okay?
Lordship. Much obliged, Lordship.
Itu library dia. Itu lu jadi.